Okay, so Armstrong number is what? You take a number and then you have to find the sum of the cubes of its digits. So 1 cube plus 5 cube plus 3 cube. And when you find the sum, if it lands up being the original number, then that number is called an Armstrong number. Right. So here also what you see is you're extracting the digits. Okay. So remember, every number program is about extracting the digits. Next number program from your last year's textbook. Okay. So I think we have done very few number programs in 9th standard, right? Let's see if there are more. Yeah, see here also there are few number programs, but these are not number programs where you extract the digits. Okay, for example, see this one. Write a program to take a number from the user. If it is a 4-digit number, do something. Okay, but the point is, if it's a 4-digit number, how do you check if a number is a 4-digit number? Okay, forget 4-digit number, a 2-digit number. How do you check if a number is a 2-digit number? Give some examples. Suppose
If
7.
it's between 10 and 99.
See, every 2-digit number is between. Come, Kimalan? Hmm. Yeah, we're just talking about number programs. So, how do we know a number is a 2-digit number? Anna, you heard what he said? How do you know number is a 2-digit number?
If it's between 10 to 19.
Between 10 and 99. Every number between 10 and 99 is a 2-digit number. Okay, now another number, for example, 157. Is this a 2-digit number? No, it's not between 10 and 99, right? So these are simple number programs which you will not have for the 10th standard. Okay, the number programs that you have for 10th standard is where you're extracting each digit. Okay, so we'll do a few programs of that type now. Okay, so write a program, do the homework. 18, 19, 20. 3 questions I given for homework. Okay, so here's a question. Write a program to take a number and print each digit on a different line. What does this mean? For example, if the user gives a number 352, how will the output be? Not space, on a different line.
3, then under that 5 and under that 2.
Yeah, 352 on different lines. Okay, but unfortunately, the program that we are going to do, we're going to extract numbers from the right side. So you will get it in reverse order, but that's okay. That's how this program works. Okay, the code that we are doing works in the reverse order. So you will get 2 first, then 5, and then 3. This will be the output. Okay. Okay, write the question first, all of you. Then we'll see the code. All right, so listen, I'll just explain this program from the beginning. Okay. Now, to extract the digits from 352, if this is the number, we'll take that and store it in n. Okay, so n is a number that we're taking from the user, 352. Now, to extract the last digit, we are doing modulus 10.
Modulus 10. What 10?
Okay. N modulus 10. Modulus 10 means you divide the number with 10 and find the remainder. So here 10 threes are 30, remainder 5, bring down 2, 10 fives are 50 and remainder 2, right? So the remainder will be the last digit of 352. This is what modulus 10 does. It divides with 10 and gives you the remainder. Okay, so that last digit we're going to store it in D. Okay, D is the variable where we're going to store the last digit 2. Okay, then what do we do with the 2? We have to print it, right? Our program is to extract the digit and then print it. So to print it, we will write system.out.print ln, because we want each number on different lines. So ln, and then we'll print D. After we extract D and we print D, we need to throw out the D. We need to remove the D. We don't need the, sorry, we don't need that last digit anymore, that 2. So how do we remove the 2? See this number on top here, 35. We need 35. We don't need the 2. So how do we get the 35? Is by dividing with 2. We need to do n divided by 10. Right. Modulus 10 will give you the remainder, and divide by 10 will give you the quotient. Correct? First, we are doing modulus 10 to get the remainder. That remainder we are storing it in D, and then we print that D. Next step is to remove that last digit 2. To remove the last digit 2, we have to divide with 10. 352 divided with 10, so we get 35. Okay, so that 35 we are storing it in n itself. Okay, so now the new value of n is what? 35. The original value of n was 352. Now the new value of n is 35. Okay, now from 35 again we're going to repeat the same steps. We're going to do n modulus 10. So what is the last digit from 35? 5. Right. 5 will be stored in D, and then we will print that 5. See, the 5 is getting printed here. After printing 5, we have to divide with 10 to remove that 5 off, to delete it off. So now what's the new value of n? 3. Right? Then again we repeat these same steps again. See, these 3 steps will keep repeating again and again. Okay, so now next time from 3 we're extracting the last digit. What is the last digit of 3? 3. So that 3 gets stored in D, and then we'll print that 3. That's this 3 over here in the last. So you understood? So like the 2, 5 and 3 got printed. And is that clear how we did it? Modulus 10 divided by 10. Modulus 10 divided by 10. These two statements are compulsory. Modulus 10 is extracting the last digit. Divide by 10 is throwing out the last digit. Then that same steps are repeated. So 3 times this should keep repeating to extract all the 3 digits from the number. Okay, so if it's a 3-digit number, this loop, it's a loop. It has to execute 3 times. If you have a 5-digit number, then this loop has to execute 5 times to extract one digit. Okay, so for every digit, the loop has to execute once. Okay, so this code over here, these 3 lines should be inside a while loop. While a while loop is a loop which keeps executing as long as the condition inside this bracket is satisfied. Okay, so as long as the condition is satisfied, the loop will keep executing. So anyone remembers what is this condition? Remember? Anyone remembers?
While n is not equal to 0.
While n is not equal to 0. While n is not equal to 0. See, originally what's the value of n? It's 352. Next time after the first while loop gets executed, n becomes 35 because you're dividing with 10, right? Then again after the second while loop executes, n will become 3. After the third execution, n will become 0. See, first time n is 352, right? Then we divide by 10, so it becomes 35. Then again we divide by 10, n becomes 3. Again we divide by 10, n becomes 0, right? So 3 times after dividing n by 10, 3 times n becomes 0. So your
So
condition is
Anand, does
what?
it print 0?
Does it what?
Does it print 0?
We're not printing n, no. No, see, first we're printing the last digit, that is 3. 3 is the last digit for 3, and then dividing by 10. So n becomes 0. After n becomes 0, we check the loop again. But n is 0, so it doesn't go back into the loop. The loop only goes in if n is not 0. But after the third while loop, the loop gets executed, n becomes 0. So it doesn't enter into the loop the fourth time. So no 0 is printed. Okay. So basically, in simple word, as long as n is not 0, the loop will keep executing. When n becomes 0, it exits the loop. Okay. Everyone clear of this program? Okay. So write down this code now. Okay, I'm writing the code, Anna. You can see. First, you have to import java.util.scanner or .star. This is to take any input from the user. Then in the program, you have to create an object for that scanner class. This util.star is util.scanner. It's a class. Scanner is a class. So for that scanner class, we're creating an object. We'll call that object SC. So how do we create the object? First, you write the name of the class. Then you write the name of the object. Then you write equal to new. Then again the name of the class, that is scanner. And then what are we using that scanner class for is to take inputs. So we have right here system.in. Okay, this is the code to create the object SC for the scanner class. All right, what's next? We will tell the user to enter a number. We're not telling how many digit number to enter. He will enter whatever number he wants. It could be 3-digit number, 4-digit number, 5-digit, whatever. Okay. Now that number that the user entered has to be taken and stored in a variable. So we'll store that in n. So the code is int n is equal to sc dot next int. Next int is used to take an integer from the user. Okay, for that we are using the sc. Sc is the object. We're using the object to take the input from the user and storing the number in n. That number is getting stored in n. Okay. So in our example here, the value of n is 352. That means the user entered the number 352. When is he entering this number is after we compile the program, after we run the program. Okay. Then we do our program. That is while n is not equal to 0. Yeah. If it's just simple equal to, then you have to put two equal to's. But if it's not equal to, not and single equal to. Yeah, we have to declare all the variables that we're going to use. So do that in the beginning itself, like d, and also we can declare it here. If you're declaring it on the top here, then don't put int over here. Right, wherever you want, you have to declare it. Okay, so we extract the number d. D is equal to n modulus 10. What do we do with that extracted d now? We print it. We put ln because we wanted to print and go to the next line. So every number gets printed on a new line. After printing d, we have to eliminate. We have to throw away that last digit. To throw away the last digit, we have to do n divided by 10. And that number that we divided, it has to be stored in n itself. So n is equal to n divided by 10. Okay, so that is the code. Okay, let's run the program first, see how it works. Here, enter a number. So we'll enter 352. Enter. Okay, so you can see the output here 2, 5, and 3. Okay, complete the code. As you're writing, if anyone has any doubt, please ask.
Now, why can't we print from starting from 3 only? Like n divided by 100.
But how do we know to divide with 100? Only if it's a three-digit number, we have to divide with 100. What if it's a four-digit? Then you have to divide with 1000. And also, if you divide with 100, we are throwing away the last two digits. So then that 5 and 2 is gone. Then how do we extract 5?
Oh, so it won't be there after that.
Like 52 is gone when we divide with 100. So the only possible way to extract digits in Java is from the right side.
So we have to.
Yeah. So how do we do this?
So we have to found the output like 842 only or 248, 428 like that
It
also.
will come from the right only. We have no. That is the easiest option. To reverse, then the code will become very complex. So from the right side only, you print the even numbers. So what's the first even number on the right side? 8. Next 4, and then next 2. So it will print 842. Okay. So how do we do this program now?
That we have to open the if else.
Yes, just you're adding one statement. That is, after you extract this last digit D, you have to just check if D is even or odd. If D is even, you print it. That's all. There's no else part. If it's not even, you don't do anything. You just ignore. Huh? If D is even. If D is even, you print it. You know that code for D is even, no? D modulus 2. If D modulus 2 is 0, that means it's even. So you print it. Okay, I'll give you 2 minutes. Write the code. Yes. No, no, no. In the while, after extracting D, right after this, you have tried the if statement. So you extracted D. You can put in the while, you can put for loop. In the if, you can put for loop. In the while, you can put do anything. Anything can be written anyhow. When do we check if that D is even or odd, or where do we check it? After extracting D. See here, we extracted the D, right? So after extracting D, before printing D, what do you do? Just one extra line here. If D modulus 2 is equal to 0, then only it will print D. This is the program. No else. If it's odd, we don't do anything. We just ignore it. If can be without else. See, this is the code. You just had to add this one line in the previous program. Okay.
Anna, someone is at the door. Can you please excuse me?
Yeah.
Thanks. Sir, I didn't understand why did we do the n is equal to n modulus n divided by 10?
Throw away the last digit. See here, what is 352 divided by 10?
2 quotient is 35.
Yeah, 35. So 35 will be the answer, no? So when we divide by 10, that 2 is gone. Because we have already extracted 2, we have printed 2. So now we don't need the 2. So we're throwing away
Yes.
the last digit.
Yes.
Now for 35, we do the same process. We extract the last digit of 35.
Yes. Sir.